this room are tired of seeing a big fat F on your test. I know that I definitely am. Who here believes that it is due to not being able to focus? I'm here to explain to you how music can be the problem solver. Music can help with thought process and can help with studying or taking an exam. Music has been known to stimulate brain activity, according to Mitzi B., who is a Stanford scholar. This is part of the reason that music can help with focusing on the material being learned or the material being tested on. If music helps you, then why can't you use the same technique on an exam? According to Stanford Medicine in 2007, by looking at brain images while people listen to music, they were able to observe the behavior going on in the brain. While observing, they noticed that it was affecting the part of the brain that helps with paying attention and focusing. This is a video on the actual study that they did, and you can see that there is brain stimulation happening from the music that's being played. You can see it here, and then there's going to be some that pops up here, and that is all just due to the music and being able to focus on the music and the stimulation of the brain. And that's all that study was kind of looking at, was the stimulation and how it affects the brain and what parts it affects the brain in. Music should not be banned from exams because it stimulates brain activity and allows for the brain to comprehend information more vividly. During this speech, I'm going to go over how music stimulates the brain, why using music helps with studying and exams, and then I'm going to go into the way that New Mexico State University should implement allowing music during exams. One reason that there is a need for change is because music has multiple ways of influencing the learning capabilities of students. One of its main tools is just being able to help you focus during the exams. The human brain is also able to connect music with specific memories, according to Elena M. In 2011. She did a study on it. Another reason there is a need for change is because most students listen to music while they are studying and are accustomed to the constant stimulation. So once they get into an exam room, they are focused on everything else around them because they're not in their bubble. They're not just listening to their music and being in their own little world. They are focused on everything else that's going on around them. It's distracting and can lead to low test grades. Now that the need has been discussed, it is time to look at how to solve the problem and persuade you to take action. The easiest solution to this problem would be to allow music during exams here at New Mexico State University. The second solution to this problem is to create more awareness at New Mexico State University on the basis that not having that access to music has declined our scoring, so that hopefully the school administration will look more into this problem. Some people might say that it will be distracting to others, but headphones can and should be used so that only you can hear the music that's being played and not everybody else that's around you. I will now discuss what needs to happen in order for music to be adopted into exams. If you do not currently engage in music and don't use music for a studying habit, I highly recommend it, and at least do a 1 to 2 month trial run just to see how it can affect your learning capabilities and if your test scores actually do rise because of it. It's just a constant stimulation, and in exams it's definitely going to help you because you're used to it and it's something that comes easy to you. A year or two of practice of being mentally stimulated while in the process of studying can result in better attention, memory, and just overall mental acuity, which can lead to better learning in all aspects of academic preparation. This study on this specific area was done by Philip F.S. in 2009. Some of the negative and positive effects I'm sure NMSU administration is going to be looking into. One of them is probably going to be the suggestion that having someone or your mobile device during an exam would bring temptation and eventually lead to cheating. If this is the main issue, then the student should have their device taken away, so that they, just in case they're trying to use more than just their headphones on the exam. Now that I have described to you all of the aspects, it is time to summarize and refresh your memory on what has been discussed. It is clear that music does influence brain activity and also the ability to pay attention. This is a picture of exactly how it affects the brain and where it affects the brain. And for each cortex or anything like that, it gives the exact stimulation and what part's being affected during while music's being played. The second thing that I went to was how music will benefit you while studying and during exams. Then I went into how, with the help of school administration, we can raise our test grades by listening to music. Why should our test grades suffer due to us not being able to use a tool that aids many students, such as myself, in the remembrance of specific memories or even paying attention to details during an exam? There has been many studies done that help with, just kind of refreshing and constant data that music has helped stimulate brain activity, and it even has shown exact areas that it's helped, and I hope that this speech has given kind of an insight on that. I believe that New Mexico State University does need to make a change, and that music should be allowed during exams. Thank you.